Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Daytona International Speedway as we are getting ready to end the regular season. That's right, it's going to come down to this as to who is going to be in and out of the Budweiser All-Pro Series playoff. Go ahead and actually pull up the playoff points right now so you guys can see what they look like heading, well, not really see, but I can tell you what they look like heading in. The following drivers are locked into the playoffs already with their wins. Dylan Young with his win last week at Indianapolis probably also got him the regular season championship too. I'll have to look at those points. Rob Evans, Trent Dunham, Zachary Fitzwater, Trey Wright, Cole Deaver, Marcus Schuenberg, and who's on the pole for this race, by the way, Andrew Davis, Kyle Matthews, and Stephen Colin. Those are the 10 drivers that are currently locked into the playoffs no matter where they finish in this race. Now, there are also 3 more drivers with wins, Nick Gunther, Anthony McCurry, and Cody Lamas. They are not locked into the playoffs. They have to at least get a good finish here because they've got to stay above the top 25 in points, those drivers. So they've got a lot to do today too. And then we've got the drivers who are currently in but don't have a win. And those are Noah Hart, Charles Sanford, and Seth Cole, who's on the bubble. William Brock, Charlie Buxton, Matthew Rodriguez, and Nathan Ormond are the 4 drivers that are outside the top 16 in points that are eligible to get into the top 16, depending on where they finish and if the drivers in front of them have an issue. Now I'm going to try to look and see at the points that we have coming into this race. There they are. Let me go ahead and just kind of zoom in here for the regular season. For the regular season finale, Dylan Young has a 21-point gap over Cole Deaver and a 24-point gap over Kyle Matthews. So those are the top 3. Those are the 3 drivers there, Dylan Young, Cole Deaver, and Kyle Matthews, that could walk out of Daytona as the regular season champion. With all that being said, we're going to kick it trackside, get the opening ceremonies underway, and get the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar 400 underway.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, brave, brave.
Please welcome your Grand Marshals, 17-year veteran of the Daytona Beach Fire Department, Victor Ireland, EMT with Volusia County EMS, David Aiken, Deputy with Volusia County Sheriff's Office, Brett Whitson, and Officer with Daytona Beach Police Department, Ryan Forrest.
Drivers, start your engines.
Ready when you're ready. Firing home. Yeah, I wouldn't go too hard past 16. It's on 16. Wait that as we get down pit road. That's running at the line.
And there we go. The engines are fired and we are set to get underway here at the Daytona International Speedway. We're going to have 32 laps of racing that will be split into 3 stages of 10 laps, 10 laps, and 12 laps. As you see the cars driving off of pit lane and onto the racetrack. The starting grid has already started on the bottom of your screen there. Marcus Schuenberg, who, when the last time we went to a plate track like this, was Talladega, and he went to victory lane there. Can he make it 2 in a row? Or will we see the defending Daytona race winner, the Daytona 500 winner, Cole Deaver? Could we see him come up to the front here? We're going to have to take a look at it real quick. Where is he starting at as we're starting grids rolling along here? There he is. He's starting about mid-pack. So, about 8 laps shorter than the Daytona 500 race was. So, yeah, about 8 laps shorter than for the Daytona 500. So we'll see if that will come actually into play at some point today. Meanwhile, back up here at the front. Laura Chung is getting a good start. She needs all the help she can get. She was on the pole until both the 11 and the 78 knocked her off of it in the last little bit of qualifying. But we're getting ready. Coming out of turn number 4 at a very slow and methodical pace. Coming down the front straightaway. Getting ready for the green flag to start the race. The green flag is in the air. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 is underway. Down the back straightaway they go. The 78 car already's lost a couple of spots. Samet Ozkin on the outside. Samet Ozkin on the outside of the racetrack. He's going to have decent drafting help, but here comes the 34 Qualls to the inside. Leading the first lap will be the 11 machine. But here comes the inside, the 34 of Qualls with the 21 of Nick Gunther. 11 car not quite able to clear the inside here. Drafting help more belongs to the inside. The 34 of Qualls trying to stay up here. Side drafting off the side of the 11. Now we have more cars on the inside lane. The 78 of Schuenberg and the 1 of Trent Dunham. Coming up off the corner, leading lap number 2 will be James Qualls. Qualls taking a bit of a lead now. He's still getting pushed by the 21 of Nick Gunther. We'll see if the 34 stays up. No, he'll go to the outside, block the run that's coming by the 11 car. It's going to kind of open the door for Nick Gunther in the 21 car. Now the 34 tries to go low, but Gunther's already there. And look at the organization on the inside line. Meanwhile, back here, further back in the racing pack, we've got 3 wide action. That's Laura Chung on the outside, trying to get pushed by a couple of Hendrick Motorsports cars. 3 wide further on in the back here. Have to see how this can handle, if the outside lane can really go anywhere at this point. 3 by 3 by 3. It's got Cole Deaver up in the mix as well. All the Hendrick cars falling in the back half of this pack here. Meanwhile, up at the front, it is still all James Qualls. Not good for drivers who are trying to get stage points to get into the stage, or to get into the playoffs. Not only that, but Seth Cole has got to worry himself about a first-time winner. Qualls, for instance, if the race were to end right now and he won, he would, I believe he's high enough in the points that he could bump Seth Cole out by just winning this race and getting a spot in the playoffs. Drivers like Nick Gunther is and the 78 on Marcus Schulenberg and Matthew Rodriguez. Those are the drivers that Seth would want to see win if he couldn't win. So that way it would protect him and help him get in without a win. Sam Oskin now to the inside of James Qualls, trying to look, and Qualls will just barely lead that lap. 21 to Nick Gunther, trying to maybe make it 3 wide. And that looks like the 21 will. We are 3 wide for the race lead. Gunther on the inside, going to get pushed by William Brock in the 7. Harrison Ponder behind them in the 33. A little bit of silly season to start already as we get ready to enter the playoffs. That's the 33 for the Penske team. Will not return next season as we make the shift from Gen 6 to Gen 7. Nick Gunther to the race lead here at Daytona, and he will lead this lap as we are now 3 wide at the front half of this field. And I'm telling you, all it's going to take is one mistake. One mistake, and that will just waddle up a bunch of cars. And speaking of mistake back here, I see somebody trying to go 3 wide, and we already have an issue mid-pack here. Kyle Matthews gets spun around. I see the 4 McCurry. Someone's flipping upside down. Don't quite know who it is. Allie Rain pounds the inside. There's Henry Sanford involved. Kyle Matthews, Trent Dunham, and Laura Chung. Oh my goodness. Laura Chung, absolutely a tough day for her. RJ Bishop and Kyle Matthews involved too. The yellow flag is out. Nick Gunther leads them back to the caution flag, and I think this stage is going to end under caution. I talk about all it takes is one mistake, and boy, did it go. Did it happen. Nick Gunther's got to get back up to the front of these cars. He's the race leader here. Gonna have to wait and see. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick break and then look and see it what happened to bring out the caution for the first time here tonight. All right, we're here looking at what happened. You see the 14 of Allie Rain. She gets a little impatient, being stuck behind Trent Dunham. Goes to make it 3 wide. Pinches Cole Deaver off of turn number 2. And ends up turning Cole up into the 1 of Trent Dunham. And as the 1 spins around here, the 14 car gets hooked again by the 3 as coming down. Just clipped Kyle Matthews and the 4 of Anthony McCurry. And Kyle Matthews goes for a spin. Now I believe now the 3 car made it through, the 2 car made it through there, the 4 car, watch, the 34 car hits the inside wall there, and I think Allie just right there hits the inside wall. Gonna go back and take a look at this again. We're gonna ride on board with Dylan Poteet through this wreck. It goes through the middle of there. Now we're going to ride on board with Kyle Matthews. Ooh, that was a big hit right there by Trent. So this is what happens to bring up the caution for the first time today. Let's go back up for the stage end-to-end restart. And we're back here at the Daytona International Speedway as we are on the final lap of the stage. Now the lights are still on the pace car, which means that they actually might get the one to go signal this time by. But it looks like under caution, Nick Gunther is going to win the first stage of Daytona, followed by Matthew Rodriguez, Sammy Ozkin, James Qualls, William Brock, Marcus Schuenberg, Sky Common, Stephen Colin, Harrison Ponder, and JT Bryant. And just like that, the lights are off on the pace car as the green checkered flag waves, while the flagman also gives the one to go signal. Your stage points are showing down there. We're not going to take a break because we just did that before showing the replay of what happened to the caution flag. As they come through the corner here, going to look at Nick Gunther. I've already showed you guys. Coming by pretty slow here. I'm going to go over the cars that are out of the race. They include Henry Sanford, RJ Bishop, Laura Chung, whose hopes of getting into the playoffs are over, and Trent Dunham, whose horrible luck at Daytona continues. We're going to get this stage started with about 9 laps to go in it. Nick Gunther leading, Matthew Rodriguez second, Sammy Ozkin third, Qualls fourth, and William Brock in fifth. Green flag back out. We're back underway here at Daytona. Cars beginning to break away already. Nick Gunther out to the outside. Here comes Sammy Ozkin on the inside. The 11 car leads the lap, but here comes Qualls to the inside of the racetrack. James Qualls in that number 34. Qualls now to the outside. Matthew Rodriguez to the inside. Matthew Rodriguez is getting a better run in the corner, but looks like the 7 car is trying to pinch him a little to the outside there. And I think leading this lap is going to be Matthew Rodriguez. Look at Nick Gunther going to try to make a 3rd lane up there. Isn't quite going to work. Matthew Rodriguez now trying the inside or the middle lane here. The 34 of James Qualls getting a heck of a push on the outside here, but here comes the 22. Couple of Fords down on the inside lane there. JT Bryant in the 22, a former Daytona 500 winner in the Budweiser All-Pro Series in his own right, is now trying to win the nighttime race here. Rob Evans and Charlie Buxton behind them. I see Seth Cole methodically staying at the back of the field. I don't think Seth cares much about points, playoff points as he should. I think he's going to try the strategy of staying in the back and then working his way up to the front when the time counts. And that's not bad strategy, but it could backfire for him big time. Now look at the 2-car breakaway at the front here. Everybody else is 3 wide except for the 22 and the 42. Now Matthew Rodriguez is going to go to the inside. Matthew Rodriguez to the inside. Charlie Buxton is going to be with that 42. To the outside, Matthew Rodriguez. Oops. Matthew Rodriguez is going to lead this lap again, but here comes the 51. That is Charlie Buxton for Rick Ware Racing, or I should say Ware Petty Racing, as the last year that organization is going to have a tie connection, because next year Rick Ware Racing is going to have an affiliation with Stewart Haas Racing. Three wide for the race lead here. Rob Evans on the inside lane. We'll see what happens as they come off the corner. Coming to the line, it's going to be Charlie Buxton leading this lap. Boy, this is a blanket over the top 20 cars at best here, and I don't envy what's going to happen when it comes close to figuring out who's going to win the stage. Charlie Buxton was pushed clear. Now he's going to go to the outside middle lane, possibly try to stop the runs and the momentum that these other cars get. 51 trying to control the draft, but here comes the 34 of Qualls to the inside. Oh, Qualls a little squirrely there as he had no room to go down because Rob Evans was there. Meanwhile, at this right there, here we come to the line. This time by, it's gonna be, I think, the 51 car once again leading the lap. 2 laps left in stage number 2. Down the line, Rob Evans. Now here comes rookie Juan Garcia in the 20 car. Juan Garcia hasn't really been much of a factor. He's been at the bottom of the points list pretty much all season. But here he is trying to get a good run here at Daytona as Charlie Buxton has a huge lead with everyone 3 wide behind him. And now the theoretical white flag is being shown here. This is the last lap of stage 2. The 42 car now is clear. Can he start with the run, catching up to the 51? And he is. I don't know if the 42 will have anything for the 51 car, but Matthew Rodriguez stays right close to the back bumper. Coming through the tri-oval under green flag racing this time, Charlie Buxton will win stage number 2 at Daytona. And a big gaggle of cars, and that's the end of stage number 2. No caution flags to end the stage, that is, with the 42 car battling the 51 for first place. We're gonna step aside, take a quick commercial break, and be right back with more action from Daytona. We are back here at Daytona for the final 11 or so laps here. 11 and a half laps here at the Daytona International Speedways. It looks like JT Bryant has just put himself out front, but Matthew Rodriguez trying to fight back. JT Bryant hugging the middle lane out there. The 42 car trying to get a good run. Here comes Rob Evans down the inside here. We're in the final 11 laps or so, so it's time to try to start moving forward. So here are some cars back here. Kyle Matthews, Allie Rain, Jessica Shelton, Anthony McCurry back here. Cody Lamas is back here in 30th place. That's not a good run for Cody. I don't know what happened, if he was just behind some bad race cars or what here. As Matthew Rodriguez retakes the lead. Here comes James Qualls, gonna dive it down to the inside. Qualls looking and will take the lead. I believe we've got 9 laps of racing to go now. 9 laps to go here at Daytona. Charles Buxton tries to go for the lead now on the inside. Doesn't have too much help behind him. Here comes the guy that finished second in the Daytona 500. That being the 8 car of Zachary Fitzwater. He's trying to get up here. Qualls able to block all the lanes. If Qualls can continue to do this for the next 8 laps, he could win here at Daytona. And that would be a worst case scenario for Seth Cole. I could see Seth Cole really trying to work his way up here. He's just really got hardly anywhere to go. Falling towards the back on the outside lane. There's just, the track is blocked. You know, when you run 3 wide, there's hardly anywhere you can put your car. This is what I meant by Seth Cole having his strategy of staying in the back backfire on him. Look at this gaggle of cars. Gaggle of cars coming at you at almost 195 miles per hour. Fitzwater gonna go to the inside. Fitzwater looking for second place. Qual's gonna stay to the inside. Try to keep them both side by side. Got a group of 3 lap cars up here that looks like these cars might catch before the end of this race. Qual's now still blocking, try to block traffic. Matthew Rodriguez gets clear of the 3 wide. We'll see if the 34 will block him. And he will. JT Bryant trying to get up here as well. Cole Deaver, our Daytona 500 winner, he's still up in this main pack. Oh boy, now the drafting in front of them is at 2 wide. Qual's going to go to the inside of the racetrack now, but he's going to get blocked as these cars are stuck behind these lapped cars now. Gonna wait and see what happens. Qual's, can he try to go to the inside of the 14 and get around him? Look at the 22 car gonna try to do that. The 22 of JT Bryant gonna try to go to the inside. Oh, James Qualls is all sorts of blocked now, and the 22 of JT Bryant's gonna get clear. He's gonna pull the entire inside line with him. Look at this gaggle of cars, just all types of messed up. Now Buxton is gonna go to the inside. 4 laps to go at Daytona, and these lap cars have really come into play. Charlie Buxton to the inside of the 22 car. Hardly any help, but he's got to stay side by side with him going into the corner. Buxton has a drafting partner in his teammate in the 52, but can they hook up? That's the question. Now they're going to leave the 22 car out to dry as Juan Garcia. It wouldn't matter if he wins the race. He's so far down in the point standings that his win wouldn't count. So he's just winning to try to win. He would just win to win a race here. It wouldn't count for the playoffs. That would also help Seth Cole out. Buxton now to the outside. He's got the lead and led that lap with 3 laps to go, but we'll see what happens on the inside. We've got Zach Rogers up here. We've got Noah Hart up here. We've got Trey Wright, our pole sitter. Marcus Schuenberg is up here as well. Buxton, though, able to hold on to the lead with the outside line run. Buxton's got to play defense for 2 more laps. Two laps to go as they cross the start and finish line. They've got 1 more car up here. That's Anthony McCurry. I don't know if they will catch him before the race ends. Bryant really on the back bumper of the 51. We'll see if he'll try to pull to the inside here. On the back bumper, down the back straightaway. Christina Bell up here as well, the 22. Now I'm going to look to the inside. No help coming for the 22 right now. Everyone's right on the inside middle lane right there. We'll see as the 20 and the 10 car drift up the lane coming off the corner, and that should help Buxton. Rob Evans trying to get up here as well. The white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go here at Daytona. 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes Rob Evans to the inside. All the drafting help is with Rob on the inside, but we'll see what happens. These cars might not catch the 4 car, and if they are, it's going to be real close. 3 wide for the race lead. Maybe looking at 4 wide here as the 77 car is going to get to the inside. 4 wide for the race lead coming to the checkered flag. Who's going to have it? What's going to happen here? Coming to the line, it's a 4 wide battle to it. I think JT Bryant just got it. JT Bryant has won the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar 400 at the Daytona International Speedway. Kyle Matthews crosses the line, and aside from the couple of lapped car, the 4 car, I'm pretty sure at this point the race is complete. Absolutely incredible. JT Bryant, with a good run and good drafting help, was able to pick up the victory. We're going to be right back. We're going to go look at the 22, do a celebration, and get to victory lane. And we'll be right back after this. And here he is, JT Bryant, the winner of the Coke Zero Sugar 400. And he's going to burn it down here at Daytona. Something I also noticed as well, a first for the Budweiser All-Pro Series, and that is, out of the last 3 races, each member of the Penske Racing Organization has won. The 12 won at the Indianapolis Road Course, the 2 won at the Indianapolis Oval, and now the 22 has won here here at Daytona. So now I guess we're gonna keep an eye on Harrison Ponder in the 33 car. That's technically a Penske organization car, and we'll see if he can throw it in victory lane. I mean, Nick Gunther has already won a race too at Sonoma, so I guess you could say 21, 12, 2, 22, and could the 33 be next? As JT Bryant pulls in the victory lane here. Let's go get the official race results. Well, JT Bryant celebrating in victory lane as that number 22 somehow miraculously in a 4 wide situation won the race. Rob Evans comes home second, Charlie Buxton in third, Christina Bell fourth, Stephen Pollard the third and fifth. Noah Hart 6th, Nathan Orman 7th, Juan Garcia 8th, Zach Rogers 9th, and Benjamin Miles comes home in the 10th position. Then it's Trey Wright, Marcus Schuenberg, Matthew Rodriguez, Jonathan Zorline, Stephen Colin, Dylan Young, Dylan Poteet, James Qualls, Cole Deaver, Zachary Fitzwater, who finished back nose to tail again, but this time in 19th and 20th. Sky Commons in 21st, Sam Oskin 22nd, Seth Cole 23rd, William Brock 24th, Charles Buxton in 25th. It's going to have to wait and see on word if Seth Cole has indeed made it into the 500 or not, or excuse me, into the playoffs or not, because Cody Lamas finished so poorly. We'll have to wait and see if that poor finish was enough to knock him back out of the top 25. We got Nick Gunther 26th, Charles Sanford 27th, Harrison Ponder 28th, Andrew Davis 29th, and Cody Lamas, like we said, a poor finish in 30th place. And then Anthony Mercuri, the last car to finish on the lead lap, in 31st. Jessica Shelton, Allie Rain, and Kyle Matthews finished 33rd, 34th, and 35th respectively. Excuse me, 32nd, 33rd, and 34th respectively. Henry Sanford, RJ Bishop, Laura Chung, and Trent Dunham are the only 4 cars out of this race. So with that being said, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching here in the Budweiser All-Pro Series. What a heck of a race this was. And congratulations to JT Bryant, who I believe is high enough in points that this win will count towards the playoffs. The final playoff standings will be shown at the end of this race, as well as the regular season finale points. They will also be shown too. As if I'm gonna try to pull those up again real quick and see if I can, off the top of my head, crown us a champion. It could be Cole Deaver, who was 21 points behind Dylan Young, who didn't get any stage points. I don't think Cole got stage points either. Cole Deaver finishes in 19th. Oh no, I lied. Dylan Young finishes ahead of Cole Deaver. So Dylan Young, the champion of Budweiser All-Pro Series Season 11, is the regular season champion for Season 12. Back-to-back championships for Dylan Young, although the regular season championship isn't as prestigious as the actual championship itself, but I'm sure he'll take the title nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Michael Norman, the official voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series. Next week, the chase begins. So I say, until we meet again.